Deja Harris in the Big 12. Lauren, you averaged, you had a double-double before the half. You know, tell me why were you so aggressive and able to make those type of stats just before the half?
I mean, I was just trying to be aggressive going to the basket, and my shots weren't falling, but the refs were calling fouls, and I was knocking down my free throws, and then just being aggressive on the glass and attacking it.
Question on the outside.
Alana Bearfield, Big 12. So tomorrow's the big day, finals. How are you guys feeling? What are the emotions? What's going on in your mind? Just tell me.
I'm pumped. I'm excited. Playing for another championship that never gets old, and I'm excited for our freshmen to experience it. Big game like this, they haven't had one in a long time, so.
Got a question on the other side. Well, Rick, go ahead.
Yeah, Kalani, Rick Can through the Austin American-Statesman. You played a very, very good basketball team today, and you drilled them in just about every category. How many games have you guys played where you played better than this, if any, this year?
I don't know. I mean, I think we've been just playing good basketball all together. When we're all in sync like that, I could think of a few games. The UConn game, for example. I can't even name them, like a Texas at home. Thank you, Elsie. It's just a few of them, but we've been playing really good basketball, so I think most of our games have been good games.
Bryce Cherry, Waco Trib, Juicy. They came out pretty hot. I mean, they hit like 7 of their first 11 shots. And in my mind, Kim may see it differently. I don't know. It looked like y'all were playing pretty good defense, hand in the face. I mean, when they're doing that, is there any panic, any sense of nervousness?
I wouldn't say nervousness. She kind of said that in the huddle in the media timeout, that they were pretty hot, but our hands were up. But I mean, they're pretty good shooters, so.
Question back, Jerry.
Jerry Hill, Baylor Bear Insider. Lauren, 8 assists. And I would imagine most of them were to Kalani, but were you kind of looking for that? Is that anything that you really try to pad your assist total?
I mean, I think it's just something that happens. I'm not like, when I catch the ball, I'm not like, all right, I'm going to do this and then I'm going to pass it to Kalani. It's just kind of, I would turn to the middle and then she would have the lob, and we just work really well together. Kind of have that unspoken connection. I know where she wants the ball.
Got another question in the middle.
Kalani, can you guys feel when a team starts to wear down a little bit, the opponent? I mean, because it seemed like that second quarter, you guys started to pull away, impose your will a little bit.
In a way, yes. I just think that when somebody hits a big shot or we have a great player and one, we just took the momentum and ran with it. When we play with energy, we play a lot better.
Anything else for our student athletes? All right, ladies, congratulations on a big win. Get some rest, and we'll see you tomorrow evening. Okay, Coach, it's your turn.
Let's go.
Okay, let's take questions here. Everybody jump on this right away.
Kim, like I said, obviously they did come out hitting shots with hands right in their face. What was just kind of the message in the timeout?
Weather the storm. You keep playing good defense. You keep running the floor. Shooters will fatigue. You usually lose your legs first when you shoot a lot of perimeter shots like that, and just stay with your defense and just weather the storm. I mean, they were shooting 60% at one point in that first quarter, and if you look at the stat sheet, which is one of the things I circled, they went from 44% in the first quarter to 18% in the second. That's defense. Because we're not doing anything different in the second quarter. There was nothing different defensively. It was just continue to guard them like you've been taught to do.
Got a question over on the left.
Coach, congratulations on the win. This team's been aggressive throughout the tournament, throughout the season. What's the key to maintaining that offense? Do you guys practice differently for each team, or is it the same game plan?
Well, you know, back-to-back games, it's very difficult to. In fact, we didn't have any shoot-around or anything today. When you come to conference tournaments, you get about 40 minutes before your first game, and now tomorrow we'll get some time on the floor. You don't really go through anything extremely hard. You walk through things. You don't change a whole lot this time of year. You tweak a few things. I've got a basketball team that can score a lot of points. And I've got a basketball team that's got a lot of depth. And the more that I can get them on the floor, the better we will be down through these playoffs. I have to keep coaching them. I had 5 new ones on that floor, and I wasn't real pleased, and I took them off the floor for a few minutes. Okay? I have to coach them like I do everybody else. If I don't get their attention and let them know why you came out of the game, you're going to get your opportunity to go back in, and they did. But we're going to see games like this in the playoffs, very physical, make you think. They're 1-3-1, which is really a 2-3, made the new ones have to think a lot, and that's why they created a lot of turnovers, but put them in a position to see that.
Question on the right, on the left side, and then we're going to go to the right side.
Lana Bearfield, Big 12. Once you find out who you guys will play against tomorrow, what's the strategy? What's the plan? Do you guys start looking through film again?
We will watch a half of this game, if not more. I would say probably a half. We will go back and we will go to dinner, and then after dinner we will get in the film room. We will go through a scouting report and go to bed. Then tomorrow we'll come and walk through and shoot a little bit. I don't even know how much we'll shoot, how we're going to guard them. Most of the time when we do things, it's usually more defense than offense. I know where we can score points, but it's 2 different kind of styles, 2 different totally teams that you would play. So we've played both twice, and we'll be prepared for either one.
Question on the aisle.
Kim, Lauren struggled with her shot early. You talk about don't let your offense affect your other play. She kept playing defense, but she finishes with 15 rebounds, 8 assists, just the way that she played today.
Well, she had to because Kalani was in foul trouble. Did Kalani, I don't know, play a minute, maybe in the second quarter, if at all? I don't know. But Cox took over down there, and she made everybody around her better. Those freshmen came in, she'd give them easy shots. She would always take the defender, or she would defend the player where she could be the one helping the most. I think Lauren, she was so close to a triple-double. I think she was actually looking for that when I put her back in and I told her, shoot the ball. You're giving up passing up layups to get an assist, score the ball. And she just kind of took over the game when Kalani was out. And then Kalani comes in, plays, 20 minutes? And look at her stats.
Got a question up here on the left-hand side.
Kim, there was a lot of discussion yesterday after the TCU game and after the West Virginia game. Some pundits have said that maybe the Big 12 may get as few as 3 teams in the tournament. What do you think about K-State and West Virginia, TCU, and what are their chances? What do you believe that they should do with them?
I'm going to be partial, and I'm going to always promote the Big 12. The second place team in the SEC was who? See, y'all don't even know. Thank you. You're not even a media guy. That's why I love you. You know more than they do. Okay? Here's my point. Did Baylor play South Carolina on their home floor earlier in the year? Look at that score, then look at the scores of Baylor and who they played in this league and see if they were tougher games. Those are things that I would compare things to. I'm going to always promote the Big 12. I know how tough it is. I know the styles are so different. Playing West Virginia is different than playing Iowa State or Kansas State. Our league is not – our league is as good as anybody. Now, we don't have big numbers like the SEC, 16? I don't know how many's even in the SEC. But You got some good teams that I hope they don't leave out.
Got time for one more question for Coach. Good grief, Coach.
How easy was that?